Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're fitting these bonnet struts to that. Welcome back to Exhausted. I'm Craig. Simple job today. Got these two bonnet struts to fit and we've got some LED lights to fit. So let's get on with it. Come on. So before we make this improvement, look how high it is. Right, so we've got a couple of struts, some instructions, and some fitting gubbins. So the first thing, we've got to take the old one off. There we go. So, lower that down. Let's lift her up. Spot on, brilliant. Gonna need a spanner on that. Right, so we've got the bottom brackets with the 3 holes, top brackets with the 2 holes. So let's put the top on first. Right, so the top brackets go 2 inches below this weld seam here. So I'm going to put that in. You need to measure that and get a marker pen. Right, so it's actually that way round. And let's measure 2 inches. Nicely magnetic, so that's good. That's there. Right, let's do the other side. There we are. Spot on. Right, so it's a 1/8 drill, but I've not got one of those, so I'm going to use a 3mm drill. And I've got a bit of old fuel line as well to make sure we don't drill into the top side of the bonnet. Right, let's just check it shuts with those on. Yeah, nice. Right, so the bottom bracket goes below the 4th bolt on the wing, on the fender. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1¼ inch, so just about 31mm below. Right, so I'm going to mark it from above. Obviously I can't see it from below, so I'll move that out of the way. And this is difficult to locate because I want it to overhang. So I think it's going to be there, and then there. Mark those holes. We only do 2. The 3rd one's not used for some reason. I love using the centre punch. Really satisfying. Ooh. Right, just this little lip here, the drill's drifted a little bit, so it's not quite square. So I'm just going to take a little bit off the bracket so I can put it on square. Oh, there's cables in the way, but we'll manage. Right, second one's going in. A little bit fiddly. Oh, no, I missed it, missed the hole. Let's get this one back in. Right then, so let's fit these now, nice and simple. Clip them on. Oh, actually, then we've got to loosen them up by compressing them apparently. I'm not sure that's worked. Let's go. Just pop on. Bit too long, so we'll loosen this down ever so slightly. And we're on. Right, let's give it a try, but I don't think it's going to work. So we'll go over that in a minute. She's pretty good. Problem is when you try to close it, the fuse box gets in the way, so we need to move it. Just make a mark. Right, it's too low for the one at the bottom, so I might have to put one of those on later, but for now I think that's fine, although it's a bit tight in there. Could have moved it, but I'm pretty sure that's okay. I might have to check everything's still running after this. Okay, let's try again then. Yes. She's quite heavy, so she's not lifting on her own until you get to about, yeah, so, we didn't really do it for that though, did we? So what we did it for was this. Fantastic, good job. Right, so that's one job done, but the sun's going down, so I'm going to call it quits for the night, and tomorrow I'm going to fit the LED lights. All right guys, day 2, so we're back. We've just done the bonnet struts, so let's pop her open. Yeah, still beautiful. Right, mulling this over last night, one thing I've not done that I will do, but not for you, so I'll do it off video, is I'll take everything back off. I'm gonna have to paint all the holes that we've drilled, make sure we grease it so we don't get any local rust spots. So yeah, but pretty happy with that. So but let's get on with this job. Right, so the plan with this initially, before I did the bonnet and the struts, because the bonnet was down around here, I was going to put it along this line in here and hide it. But now, because the angle of the bonnet is higher, I think if I put it there, it's going to be shining in this direction, and I'm not really going to get what I want from it in terms of lighting up the engine bay. It's a lot lighter now that obviously the bonnet's higher, but if it's dark or if I'm inside the garage, for instance, then this will really help. So what I'm actually going to do is put it along here. So, and I think that might, yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Put it down there, and it's going to be okay. So I've just got a cheap LED strip. I've got some sticky back foam that's going to use to stick it on. I'll have to see how well that holds up. But by putting it here, when it's closed, when the car's running, it's going to sit over the oil cooler and not over the engine. So it's actually going to be a cooler location as opposed to here where that would have been hot. So I think that in terms of longevity, staying attached and actually working, then being here is probably a better place. Anyway, so I've just got some cheap LED strip from the Rainforest website, and you can cut it at various mark points along the way. So we'll need to size this up. It is in a plastic case, so once we cut it, we'll refit the end point, so it's watertight. So I just need to size it up and give it a cut. Right, so we obviously want this fused because I hate electrics, and anything I touch with electrics normally goes wrong. So got a serious potential here to burn the car to the ground before the day's over. So we want a fuse connection. So we need to find out. Oh, great. Need to find out which one we're going to connect it to. Now I did toy with, do I want it on the ignition or direct to the battery? If I have the ignition on, then I've got the coil powered, and I don't really want that. So let's find out which one we've got the 12 volts on when the ignition's off. I do have a kill switch on the battery. It's one of these remote ones, so just make sure that's on. It's really good actually. I'll post the link. So I've got my multimeter. It's a bit battered. Make sure you've got your insulation tape wrapped around the broken bits like I've got. Selected voltage, direct current, the 20, so I can see what I've got. So let's have a go with this. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, and nothing there. So not sure I got that right. Right, so that is really strange. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I've just had the car running and pulled each of the fuses out one at a time, and it continues to run. And I know that a fair while ago now I put a kill switch under the dashboard powering a relay that ran to the coil. If I take the connection to the relay off, it stops. I think what I might have done, as I said, I'm not good at electrics. What I might have done is wired that relay to the power side of the fuse, not through the fuse. So I need to get that corrected, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. So let's see if I can find 12 volts again. I think I might have spotted it. And if this doesn't work, we might curtail this video and move on to something else and fix this later. I figured that one out. So I think what you have to do that test I was doing was to take the fuse out. If you leave the fuse in, it doesn't work. Right, unfortunately, so rain has stopped play. So you pop aside for a minute and yeah, look what happens. I'm going to curtail this video here. I'm going to pick that back up. I think I know what I'm doing now. There's a circuit for the interior light, so I'm going to wire it to that. So I'll pick that up and I'll show you when I've got that done. Yeah, I'm getting drenched. My name's Craig. This is Exhausted. Thank you.